Hello. Well, I see a lot of videos lately, and they are talking about meat being fake, and they're showing them squishing it, and you're like, dang, that just looks sad. I don't know if they're, excuse me, fake or if they're just doing it to get views. But then you hear about how they have meat made in a lab for a lot of these homemade brand soups. You're thinking you're getting something homemade and you got lab meat that you're eating. And it states something, a certain, thing on there. But yeah, we're getting our meats now made in the lab. And it's stating it on the side of our soup cans. If you're getting some real meat or you're just going for the lab meat. Well, man, I wonder, God, oh, that's like green soy, or what was it, that movie that talked about, these people going in and they're eating other people. I'm like, whoa. Hi. Oh, hey, hi, you two. How are you? Put a thumbs up. Tell me what you think. I want to hear about it. Now, a while ago, for health reasons, hi, hey, John Christopher. You think so, John? Well, a lot of people are saying that's what is in the soup. So I don't know, though. So I don't know. That's what they were saying online. And I was like, wow, a while back, I decided, this was for health reasons. I figure I'd start, my dad said, yeah, just give up meat. It's easy. So he showed me how to make his. It's a meatless chili, and I got most of the ingredients, and I can go get some more. But yeah, I learned how to cook without meat for years, and then I got real skinny one summer, and I started eating meat, and I've slowed down again. I've just seen all those fake steaks is what I've seen. And now I don't know how true they are. I want to give, like, yeah, a little, maybe they're trying to do something for the clicks, and like a clickbait. It's not really there, but I don't know. What do you guys? Yeah, it is. It's way cheaper. Oh, well, I gotta try that. So you freeze it, and when it loses moisture and gets cracks, and then you egg fry it, and the bread. Oh, you bread it with flour and stuff. Season. It's amazing, just like meat. Oh, wow! I gotta try that. Another thing, stay away from most of the olive oils that are out there are not real. And the ones that are, they're back ordered. I've been waiting forever. So the next best thing is grapeseed for like cooking, if you want to do some frying. Ooh, yeah. Pan fried tofu. My dad's one wife, well, he was married a lot. And that his one wife I was the nicest. She she knew how to do all the cooking and stuff, but she used to, for my birthday, she made me Chinese food every year. So, yeah, I know tofu. I've eaten it, and she's made it pretty good. We used to play, let's see which one is, food. So, yeah. I'm good with that. I went meatless for over 15 years. I'm thinking closer to 20, but 15, yeah. Go for it, John. Yeah, late meal. That's what I'm talking. And that's what I'm saying to people. We gotta, I'm gonna say we should actually, with all the news about the fake meat and stuff, it's actually easier to eat vegetarian because where that stuff's been. Broccoli's got, if not more than a steak. If you eat broccoli, there you go. You got your meal. Shoot, at least I can eat a broccoli. I'd be as scared to eat anything from McDonald's. You see that guy take these bites? He took the bite of the chicken sandwich now. Okay. He takes the bite of the chicken sandwich and he spits and wipes. And I'm like, bastard, come on. You're polling us. The first time, his first one made me think, fuck you, there's people in there. There's people in that meat. He takes it. It's like, that's so good. Like he's like a runway model watching his figure. Please. I'm going, that's some fake shit. Stay away from McDonald's. They got something in there that the CEO don't even want in his body. He took a big old bite of that chicken sandwich and he did the spit and wipe. I've done it. How many of you done it? Okay, watch the video. Uh-huh. The spit and wipe. McDonald's CEO. That's what he did. Spit and wipe. I'm thinking you guys should have did a retake at least, stop the camera, spit and act like, yeah, that's good shit. I mean, the thing is, they're not editing it right. It's making the opposite. You're going, oh, that stuff's bad. We're cooking home tonight. No, no, we're not going to McDonald's. Uh it- he took such a, it's probably, what they also say about McDonald's, it's not real meat, that sandwich, and that it's made with humans. For that price, you could go down the way to Carl's Jr., okay? If you're going to get that, they got a great veggie burger. I've been ordering veggie burgers before even meat burgers there. And it's a nice, I wouldn't eat it late at night because it's a black bean, which means it holds a lot more calories. It's caloric and it is very good. And they always cook it great at Carl's Jr. They don't use, as far as I know, they don't use anything in there that is bad so far. God dang, they're so expensive. I can't even afford it now. Too expensive. Go to Carl's Jr. At least they might not use people. I don't know what they. It's like I said, is it meat or is it not? You know? It's like let's roll the dice. Is it meat? Hey, let's ask the predictor. Mr. Predicto is here. Woohoo. All right. Now we're going to ask, it's a yes and no, and this is for entertainment purposes. I don't believe what's going to be said on there. Okay, guys, I don't want you messaging me and saying that you believed everything for you. For anyone. The answer is yes. Okay, so here we are. Do you think, Mr. Predicto, that there is a a lot of fake meat? Okay, the outcome can't be predicted. So let's ask it another question. Now, mind you, this is for entertainment purposes, and we're going to ask it, does McDonald's serve humans?
It is a strong possibility.
Ooh, strong possibility. Did you hear that? I went, yeah. Yeah, you go get that burger, John. Oh, please avoid that place. That's a scary place. Yeah, and believe it or not, I used to work there. Everything they order is from McDonald's. Yeah, we used to throw the stuff away a certain way so the homeless could help themselves. And yeah, one day I was throwing out a bag of garbage. There was a homeless guy with 6 Big Macs. He's walking, and I opened the door for him. He goes, "Thank you," and he leaves. And I'm like, "Hey, might as well. I'm not going to make fun of him. That's not all. That was just put out, like, just before the other garbage." And we used to just put the Big Macs and stuff, the burgers, so they can be in one thing, and then all the other stuff was put to the side. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my first job was in San Bernardino, California. I worked at McDonald's. I was 18. I thought I was the shizzle. I did. I thought I was the thing. Man, oh man. Yeah, I thought going because I worked midnights, I'd go to the beach, come back, I'd be all tan, working. Yeah, and then one day I decided, wow, my friends all use Mazola oil for their tanning. I'm going to try that too. Yeah, and I got sun poisoning. I was sick for 3 days. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I was like about a quarter of a mile from the original one. I used to drive by it. My grandma used to come by there of things, and she would talk the manager's ear off. I used to just laugh. Now, let me tell you this. I was allergic to everything. I couldn't work the fry thing because I broke out. They used cottonseed oil. I broke out in that, and it turned into, oh, it was horrible. So they took me off that, and everyone made fun of me. But my whole thing healed up when I didn't do the frying over in over there. Yeah. So yeah, it was my very first job. That was the only place that would hire me because I wasn't 21. Other places that served alcohol and back in the 80s, they didn't do what they do now. They hire you, they have someone from, the bartender bring out the alcohol beverage, and you don't touch it. You don't even touch the glass when you clean it off the table. Yeah. Well, look online. I bet you they have the Mac sauce online. All right, I don't know.
It is a certainty.
All right. I don't know if anyone, like I said, this is for entertainment purposes. All right. Oh, and don't forget to put a thumbs up if you haven't already. Sometimes my side doesn't show it. It's real weird like that. Let me see. Hi, Texas Granny. How are you? Oh, thank you. That's nice. I'm just asking Mr. Predicto's stupid questions. If you want to, you can ask it a question. This is for entertainment purposes. I'm not, you know, it's just something different to do. Oh, thank you so much, Granny. Oh,
The answer is unclear.
oh.
Try again.
I'll be here till 10. It's an hour long show, so I give it a whole hour. So yeah, I also have the pickle somewhere. Oh, that pickle is like
Definitely yes.
he's like kind of rude. It's cute though. It's neat to see, hear it. It's weird. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the meat stuff because the meat's not looking too good to me. It just doesn't. I don't know what it is. It smells just different. It smells weird, like they're poking it with shit. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination. We all can have that, or maybe it's just I'm seeing things different. I don't know. Yeah, I'm here to 10. Woohoo! Thumbs up. So I wanted to put it out there in my thoughts because I've seen a lot of videos, but there's one. Yeah, that's true. Smash Burgers is pretty good. Yes, I have tried them. They have another burger joint that's really um I tried when I lived over in Texas, and that's pretty good. They've had some good stuff. If we had enough food, I'd probably be 300 pounds. So it's a good thing I don't live there. Really, they had some good food. The only reason why I didn't get fat is because we were stone cold broke. Yeah. Okay, that's fine, Barbara Buffalo. Don't forget to put up the thumbs up, and that's great. Yeah. So with that, my light's going into my eyeballers. No, it's even worse. Oh hell. No, there. So anyway, we have people showing meat that looks like real stringy and stuff. Now, you could get that same look if you do boil meat like chicken and stuff. It has that. But people said it looked fake. I don't know. What do you think? I need to get a haircut so bad. Whew. Anyway, what do you think about that? Do you think that it's fake? Do you think that it's hyped up? They're just saying that for clicks. Hey, I got, fake meat. Check this out. What do you think? You had a guy who said he was like he's near a grill and he's taking steak and he cut it and he squeezed it and it just, pretty much went to paste. Did he go and he put it with a bunch of spices and stuff and did it do that? Or is it the steak, you think clicks? I think so too, because I'm thinking it's the same video of the same meat. And it makes you think, well, they got to be doing it for clicks because it's not a different video of someone showing a different steak. It's just the same steak over and over. And you're thinking, well, they're obviously not, getting nothing new. How old is this? I mean, really. So I said, to myself, let's just put it up here. So it gets people talking about it like me. But I don't have, I won't show the videos or anything. You guys can look at them. I think it looks suspicious when you have one video, just one. You don't have like a multitude. God dang, you can use AI, make it entertainment. Yeah. I think a lot of it is fake, But they have that I mean they really do have this is buffalo meat. They have that too. But I'll make my vegan one and be a good girl. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been exercising a lot. It makes me tired now, so I'm trying to stay up. Uh, it is. I used to work for this restaurant over in Michigan. Oh, forget Big Bear Lodge. It's not they have a Big Bear, but it's like their thing is, not in it's in southern Michigan. They had us learn about wines, and I'm like, shoot, I already learned about that. Okay, I can retake that class. So I go there, and little old me goes there, and everybody, I didn't think to drink some milk to just coat my stomach. I had to stop at the restaurant on the way home and get something to eat because the hors d'oeuvres that they served with the loads of wine. I was I really felt too drunk to drive, so I pull over there and I'm like sitting there going, "Wow, I milkshake, yeah, and we'll have and it was like, yeah, I was not ready for all that. Well, pretty much they did that. Everyone was like, and I didn't when I was sitting there, I didn't feel drunk. It was when I got my ass up and went to the bathroom, I went, "Oh, wow, this was a different type of tour. I'm drunk." So, yeah, I made it home after my senior psychopath said, "What happened?" And I told him, and because I was texting him, "Hey, I'm at eating some food because I got to get home." And when if you're not a big drinker, you're not going to be like sloshing them down like all the other SOBs. Glug, 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 glug. Hey, that's pretty good. And they're just drinking it like it's water. And I'm going, God dang, you act like you have Jesus as your best friend. He's putting his finger in the water and going, "Hey, I got free." They're just drinking it like water. Yeah, I'm the only one just sipping it away, going, "Okay, let's give it legs." Yeah. The one guy running it was this, I would like to say, he looked like a bloated warthog. He was the nicest guy, but Lord have mercy, he looked like the bloated warthog. He really did. He looked like a heart attack waiting to happen. And I was like sitting there one day, thinking, I go, him and his wife, beautiful couple. They both looked like the bloated warthog couple. And they were always on diets. And by the weekend, their diet was done. It was a vicious circle in that accord. But yeah, everyone was drinking like it was free. So I didn't think to get blown away. I was just tasting it and getting the thing. That's when I really realized I love Merlot. I do. It's not too sweet. I don't like the sweet red wines are gross, and then the sweet white wines are almost too sugary. I don't know. So so anyway, I get home and he said, "So how do you like working there?" So I was acting so far so good. Didn't let us take any home. Yeah, I made it home and telling them, yeah, it was all right. They're really hoity-toity. I know shit. Nobody's going to be complaining if you're getting hammered for free. I mean, that's what I'm talking about a little bit. And yeah. And I would tell people what my favorite ones. We had these wine tasting things, they look like wine trees. You had to bring it to the table. It was pretty cool. Uh, it was an okay job. It was seasonal. And at that time, they were having what you call, they were only keeping the best of the best. And when you were just hired, and 2 months later, they're like, hey, we have you for seasonal, and you move on. I liked my best one was Toys R Us. Oh yeah, I worked with a Karen too. That bitch, man. I punched out and took an hour and a half break and told her to go blow it. I said I'm having an issue with my emotions. I played it back to her, that's all. And everyone thought it was hilarious. In fact, I had the assistant manager goes, "Yeah, I took taking notes of everything she's doing." I go, "Oh, good, oh goody, soon she'll be gone," and she was. She got in trouble. She used to play. What was it? She used to play like Words of Hammer or something. She used to play online. And while she was working, she spent 3 or 4 hours doing that. We had OT because she was too lazy to do her job. So I didn't complain, but other people took note because they were having to pay a babysitter extra, having to do it. It just cramped their style because she wasn't uh, doing what she was supposed to. Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. It's been 27 minutes, almost a half hour. Yeah. Well, we can also talk about Tartaria. I was talking about that earlier, and I was wondering to myself, I thought, wow, we have this, place that everyone's talking about. Is that another clickbait? Is that another thing that AI is making fun of or making up out of air? You know how AI made up all these, like, people would ask them to, finish their job for doing book reading and telling people what to read, and it's actual fictional books that don't even exist. For last year it was the spring reading for 2025. They had it written, and all these books were non-existent. And I thought to myself, wow, that's really weird, non-existent books. What's with that? You know? I mean, really, what is with these non-existent books? What- Am I weird?
Everything points to yes.
I see. It lies. So I'm thinking, do you think that Tartaria is made up singly of? Yeah, they were guzzling it down like, hey, this is, free and stuff. The manager would leave, okay? And these guys were like, no, I'm okay. You don't need to pour more. No, I got to drive home. I'm not having my wife or anyone pick me up. A lot of them also had other people picking them up. Me, I drove home and I was like, all right, you get in the car and you're going, okay, how far is that restaurant? I can make it. I can make it. You get in the car, you start your up, you go down the road, and you could just, it's like a half a mile. You get there and you're like, thank God. You think that you're going to get pulled over just that minute, you make sure that your breath smells good, you got the gum chewing, you pull in and you're like, I'm going to go get in. I'll call the Archon. All right. Yeah. I got a little bit too drunk, so I'll be, yeah. Oh yeah, they were serving it up as if Jesus was making it himself. Yeah. All right. And the woman who was doing this along with her was a different manager, so they had to have two high managers. So they had this woman talking about all her, things around Italy and France, and I'm like, okay. She's like, oh, and I tried a 300 bottle. And I go, yeah, you got a boyfriend that's a vampire. Okay, let's go on. Let's just get the shit done. We taste it, give it legs, and move on. I was already hit at them. She goes, "How'd you know about legs?" I got a few. You should see my dad's cellar. Yeah, my dad got pissed one time. It wasn't me. My brother decided to have his own party. Yeah, that was an expensive one for him. Yeah, wasn't it? Aw, Bobby. Yeah, he still needs to get fixed. He got a pair of balls. Yeah, you got, yeah. Anywho, in that, they talk about, and you can look it up, they call it Tartaria balls. My mind is my mind is with Mr. X and somewhere else. Okay. All right. Anyway, they talk about Tartaria bells and they have a certain sound. Do you know? They're supposed to heal you, they're supposed to rejuvenate you, they're supposed to do all kinds of neat things. And the reason why they took the bells off is so, and this is another thing is being said. I do not believe it, but it's being said out there that you can see the reptile people, their true look or their true, outer appearance, which I believe is a big clickbait for anyone who believes about aliens and stuff and, about that type of thing that there's people living among us. But that's what's going around. And then you have ones that you can listen to and they tell you to go to their website. Yeah, I think it's a ploy. You go to their website and you can get their healing Tartarian bells, like church bells and stuff like that. And I'm going, well, shit, I think that's a little bit commercial, like they just want to make the money, and you got to be careful because I think AI is getting into the internet. It is getting a little bit out of hand as far as I'm concerned. And I think that having the Tartarian type thing, I maybe there was, maybe there wasn't, but because of the fact that there is nothing that is being shown in the news, there's nothing being talked about besides old footage, there's nothing being found with archaeologists or whatever. So if anyone wants to chime in, you can chime in and say, hey, I heard this, that, or I haven't heard a word. I think it's all AI. I got to get a drink of water. So, yeah. So if you're want to talk about fake meat, like you think that the meat that we're buying that's supposedly real, is it fake? Is it made in a lab? It might be another click thing so people can get, answers. But the one thing that has been proven is the meat that you buy over at Walmart is usually weighs less than what you're paying for. And balls of healing. It's an old priest. It's an old priest that it's not the bells up there dinging. It says, "Okay, come here." All right. Oh, the things that come out of my mouth, dang it, my mind is elsewhere. That's all. It's elsewhere. Shame on me. I'm trying to be good. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thanks for correcting me. Yes. I'm getting my thing broke again. All right. So anyway, when you're, I don't know if anyone heard of this stuff, but that's what I've seen. I've seen where it says that healing Tartarian bells, and it looks like a church, monastery type of look. And you're like, you know, there is a proven point where amount of hertz does heal. So is it, could it? No, you're not getting, he likes to play with poor Harry. I put it on a tree thing, and he likes to play with them. Yeah, Tartaria balls of healing. We got these, the white neck Tartarian balls of healing. Yep. But they say that the hurts in which they use to heal you, everyone talks different, 265, and you go the hurts and what you want and all that stuff. But they're talking about these. They took the Tartarian bells. Dang it! Quit. Okay. You get these bells. All right, they say they took them all up and melted them. All right, so if they took these bells and melted them, why? Were they really bells of healing? Were they so good that they made people live 200-300 years? Regenerated bells? Tartaria, no one's over the age of 35. Everybody's hot looking. I don't know. I'm just saying, everyone's a hottie, grandma's 85 and she's a swimsuit model. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, John, how's your chemo doing? I don't mean to change the subject, but I just want to let you know I'm praying I meditate for you and send you healing light. But anyway, yeah, it Tartaria has like supposedly healing bells, and they also have free energy. So here they had free energy, and this is before by the 1850s, Tartaria was gone and wiped out. They said that it was their own weapon got them, so they had something to make like the ground liquefy, and it was like a bad mud, quake or whatever. That's what happened. Now, I think that they used their vibrations in a different frequency, put it in the ground, and it caused it all throughout these regions, and they knew what frequency. Excuse me, I gotta plug this damn thing. And they were able in these different regions to get these mud quakes. I'm just putting it out there. And there you go. You got bells or balls of you know you got bells of healing, and then you got these weird quakes that they're talking about. They were called mud quakes or something like that. I don't know. That's what they were talking about, Tartaria being wiped off the map. And there's old maps that show them. But I almost want to like see if you can buy one. Curiosity. Anyway, it is almost 40 minutes. So yeah. I mean, you think about it. They have these maps that everyone talks about and shows pictures about, and they look all professional. Are they made up? Yeah, you could do cool things with vibrations, and that's what they were working on is the vibrations of the earth, you know. I mean, that's what the AI said. They were working on this. It was a something to keep them safe, but someone else found out about it and used it against them. That's what it is supposed to have been. And they were wiped out, and they have all these old buildings that was built, and they had showed pictures. And I started watching movies recently though of, like it'll be in Italy is another place where they have these enormous doors and little people, people about yay high, and you're thinking, wow, these are just big. Did they have giants then? Or it's just they were doing that for fanciful look? Yep. It's healing. And waves, oh, they can, certain waves, if you use it on people, can make you sick. Certain waves they've had with the CIA members, they were getting sick. They would be at home, they'd be throwing up. They would be like, say, they went, it was during the Cuba thing, they were talking about it, where they were getting sick and they used waves with that, where you feel sick and you're just, not holding down nothing. And they called it, oh, I forget what they call it. Let me look it up really quick. Okay. CIA sickness. Let me look. Oh, it's called the CIA disease, referring to collagen arthritis. No, they were saying that if you, oh, the Havana syndrome, the mysterious illness of U.S. diplomats. It was diplomats. U.S. diplomats is could energy weapons account for the unusual symptoms experienced by the U.S. government personnel? We take a look at the history along with the Frey effect. Wow, what do you think about that? I think they have one. How do you when it the drug lords, do you know how many people that they said that they had over 600 men, and you know how many of the SEAL team, the special ops, they had, I think, 150, tops maybe 200. And they said that they used waves where it made them grab their ears and get sick. You tell me. Just putting it out there, look it up. I wouldn't doubt that we already perfected it and we're using it now. But that's all I heard. I wasn't there. I didn't, see it happen or anything. So don't look at me. I got no proof at all. So I don't know unless someone tells me. Yeah. And that's how I feel. And as for Tartaria, unless some archaeologists have been hiding the Tartaria thing, and unless something else comes up where it's more of a proof that there is Tartaria, we do have something out there, and we should look more further into all the things that they are saying about it and the fake food. Well, my theory is read your labels. Take pictures of them. They have apps where it tells you what is in your, stuff. So you can download one of those apps and find out how nasty your food is. All right. So, yeah. And as for I couldn't get my mind off the balls. No one's in here anyway. Yeah. Oh, I've been thinking about Mr. X. That's um they have an app on there. They list all their ingredients, supposedly. By law they're supposed to. But they're always saying that, I mean, that guy, he spit out that burger. You know what he's and come on. He's on a diet, please. It's chicken. How bad is that chicken? That's what I'm really wondering. How bad? Boy, I smoked a lot of weed. My eyes. I'm getting like a Chinese girl. Eee. I could put on my Chinese wig and go hello. I don't think there's really much meat in there. They say there's only 10% meat in there. I'm going to be honest. The only reason why it tastes good because they put all the other stuff on it. Because I think that a hamburger meat from your school lunch is about the same as a McDonald's. It's just like I don't know. My dad talks so badly about it, but then he gets the app and he's getting the apple pie. Hey, I got apple pies in the fridge. I look at him. Really? Dad, no, you don't need no apple pies because you're not feeling happy at this moment. He got he I kept his apple pies for hostage for a while because he was having too much fun with the app. Because every time the Red Wings would win, he'd get a free apple pie. Yep. That's when I was so happy he went vegan and he didn't touch anything. I was like, that was cool. Yeah. Yeah. There's probably fillers in there and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff that, they always say, they can cause harm down the way, for your clogged arteries and all that shit. I'm going to be honest. My cat's on the floor here. Look it up. I'm gonna be I steer clear of them all the way around. Really. Unless I know what I'm putting in my body, I'm been scared to even if I had the money, I'd be scared. I know that Maria's tacos over here, their stuff is homemade. They got the real meat, tastes good, but you can get it vegetarian. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Let's ask again. Does McDonald's serve? Remember, this is for entertainment purposes. Does McDonald's serve people?
Yes, it is certain.
See, I told you, McDonald's serves people. Billions and billions fed. Guess what? Billions and billions of people in their bread. No, just kidding. Yeah, exactly. Flash frozen. Yeah, they have to do it before, Flash, gets. But the thing is, if you heard the thing where people have kept their patties for like a year and they didn't get moldy, just putting it out there. They have this stuff called Savior. It's SAVOR. All right. Savior, the thing that they're going to put in your beef patties, if you like it or not. And it's made by Bill Gates. You know, Bill Gates, that son of a bitch. He can go kiss my, no, I wouldn't want him to kiss my ass. He can go kiss Senior Psycho's. There. Yeah. That's by Bill Gates. Savior. Put in your meat. Put in all the restaurants' meat. Savior by Bill Gates because he loves us so much. Bill Gates thinks we're just swell. Yeah. Bill Gates, the Antichrist. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah. I was watching a thing on that and I'm like, are they making it like Savior, oh Savior? And it's like it's Savior sauce. What was it made out of? Didn't say what it was made out of. You remember another thing, bread. You know what they put in bread? I go on my yoga mat every day. The same ingredients that makes it nice and fluffy and bouncy is that they put into our yoga mats. They put it into the cheap bread. Doesn't matter who it's made by. That cheap bread company puts in. I think it's called glycosamate, something like that.
There is no doubt.
It's like glycosamate or something. It's just really, really bad for asthmatic kids and other things that cause problems with. Reason why we have such a problem with our joints is because our food is poison. We got to be careful what we eat, including bread. Yeah, they put that stuff, and you're thinking, what is the FDA thinking here? We're putting in bad things like Hershey's dark chocolate. I ate one candy bar on a like Thursday, Friday. I buy myself a Hershey's dark chocolate, and I've come to find out, and it was a while back. It was 4 years ago in 22. They did the test, and it came out to where it was the highest one. It was 265 parts per million on lead. Lead. That's a lot of lead. So I've been starting to take this like drops. It's called Super Liver, and hopefully it helps. And with me, exercising and being good, I should be able to not worry about getting into shape and all that stuff. All right. So yeah, yeah, you got to be careful. Even they tested in the same time period Nestle chocolate chips, what we make chocolate chips with, filled with lead. I'm not making it up. Look it up. It was filled with, and I haven't eaten chocolate until I went online and I had a couple bucks and I ordered the real. It's by HU. They sell it at Target too. It's called HU. Hue chocolate. They sell it at Target. They also sell it on Amazon. If you have cancer, I wouldn't suggest you to eat sweets. You got to starve your cancer. That's what this one doctor that I follow says, and he gives out good advice. I do his neck exercises. I took pictures of the thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it must be another John. Okay. I got different moderators. It's just sometimes you guys flit in and out. I don't. It's nice to just have a moderator. When I have exes, my friend X, he'll have his friends and they'll moderate. They're really nice people too. They're good peeps. We got grandma comes in, and we got green mean, and oh shoot, I got brain farts. All the other nice ones are all great. I got 4 of them from there. Oh yeah, from forever ago. Yes, a lot of things have changed. I'm back in my 2-car garage with my cat. Um, I'm interested in a guy online. He goes by the name of Mr. X. He's a great guy. So yeah. John Trolls. Yeah. When you get people, you know what I notice though? Sometimes I think you're able to follow people, like if you're in a different chat thing or whatever, because it's happened to me. I went into I was in like, I don't know if it was like easy listening music, I was just kind of, it was like jazz. It was jazz music. And I went to another room and somebody I think followed me, so it happens. People follow other people. Not everybody's nice. Well, then go and get some chocolate. Make some chocolate chip cookies. I haven't had chocolate chip cookies in a while. Good girlfriend. Uh, well, you'll find one when you least expect it. It's like I never knew I was going to get another black cat. I'll make soup. There you go. What kind of soup are you going to make? My grandma was nice. She used to make soup when people would get sick. She had some rentals in 575 Grand Avenue in Colton, right across from that haunted football field. My dad said that they used to have real gallows there, and my uncle and him used to play on them and get in trouble. Oh, you enjoy that. Yeah. Take over, Jimmy. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I've been working really hard. I have. I've been, I mainly the only thing I got to do is just how can I say, I have extra stuff on my office, my laptop and stuff, all this stuff here in my office area. I need to start working in the other room so I can start moving the other stuff around. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, feeling pretty good. And it's almost time to quit anyway. Yeah, I'm working hard on it. You know what? I want to show you guys my favorite clock. I got this at they got this cute resale shop. And isn't this cool? Now check this out. It's got a hide a spot. So you can put stuff in it. Isn't that cool? It's all dusty in here, but yeah. It's like I go to this resale shop and sometimes they have cool looking like coats or whatever. Like it almost looks from the 1920s. They had this 1920s. It said New York, and I tried to look up the company in New York, and it looked like a what they call clapper girl or whatever in the 1920s. It was so cool looking. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to be going. Well, if I have three people here, oh, don't forget to put a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hello. Well, we've been talking about fake meat and if it's real or do you think it's just fake and they're just trying to pass it off as real. And we're also talking about Tartaria. You see a lot of it. They got the healing bells, they got the free energy, they have the giants, they have the buildings that they built throughout the world that are supposedly just these big, huge, monstrous things. What do you think, guys? Please engage right over here. Tell me where you're from and what do you think? And that's what, yeah. And that's pretty well what I've been just questioning it. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it something that we all should take note? Well, thanks for the advice, John. Well, anyway, in the thing back there, I usually put like it's not junk. It's just I gotta put them for sale. I'm going to do that Monday. I got a bunch of stuff to get out so I can make a couple bucks. I'm going to see about selling my ex stepmom gave me perfume a while back, and I'm willing to sell it. It's Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume, and I'm going to put that for sale. And I got some other things, some clothing. So we got all kinds of stuff out there, and I'm willing to put it out. So see what I can get. Yeah, they have over on my friends having a really good. I have several friends that go yard selling and sell. So I have stuff here that I'm just going to put up and sell and see how it goes. So yeah. And they also say that our airplanes have Tartarian, you know, the abilities from Tartaria. AI, I think they're all just making it up. And like I said, the healing bell songs don't sound any different than anything that I've heard before. So yeah, I'm thinking to myself that that's a little on the fakey bakey side. You know, they all been playing with the AI a bit too much and smoking a whole lot more weed than me. So that is what I think it is. All that AI stuff and the fake meat. And what about all these? Well, they got a lot of these videos. Isn't it kind of weird? I don't know. They got the AI ones where they had showed people have passed away and they have wings and stuff, and that's AI generated. What do you think about that? Yeah. They got the cat video ones where they're talking. Yeah, man. He's a bad cat. He steals everyone's fish. Hi, how are you? Please put a thumbs up. I am here till 10, and we are talking about fake meat. If you feel that being a vegetarian or a vegan is better, and I can contest, I was a vegetarian for 10 years, and I had people say I had the nicest skin they've ever seen in a long time. And then, I I would tell people that, and they'll look at me, why did you give it up? And somebody who's about 350 pounds telling me that, I'm like going, well, for health reasons. Really? And I go, yes, you're 350 pounds. There's no way you're going to listen to me. So, yeah. Oh, really? Ooh, I got to try that when I get some money. I'm a broke ass bitch right now, but I'll be okay. I got perfume. I got things that I haven't used. My theory is, it hasn't been used in a while. It's yeah, because I got another bottle of perfume of the same, thing. I bought it myself. No, Senior Psychopants didn't buy me it. Probably bought his other girlfriend it. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, yeah, that sounds good. I'll make a note of that because then, yeah. So, yeah. And today I was pretty busy cleaning the bathroom. God dang, I cleaned it Wednesday. I was a little late in cleaning. Usually I do it on Saturday. And then I cleaned it today. And I said, God dang, I went through puberty. It's got more hair on it than I'm like thinking I'm just I'll clean it, be done with it. So when I get done with my exercise, I take a shower and get all clean and nice clean bathroom for God's sakes. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I clean it all up. So, and then I'm still doing my laundry. So I gotta like get it out of the dryer. But I got until Sunday. I just finished everything. Really? Oh wow. Then I'll download it, I'll try it out. Because I don't want to pay for actors. I appreciate John. So yeah, I've been just keeping busy and pining away for Mr. X. And that's about it, working hard and pouring into myself. I've been laid off. It's going over a month now. So we'll be going on back to work on the 17th of April. So yeah, 3 days after my birthday. Well, I'm going to have a lot of fun then. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, it sounds like I'm going to have some fun. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, that's what I'm up to lately. I get to talk to Mixer X every so often, and he seems like a really nice guy. So yeah. So I'll let. It's what time now? Oh, we're gone over an hour. I'll let you guys go. Think about what we have talked. Get your noodles going and looking on the internet. Do your own sleuthing. All right. Yeah. I gotta try that, man. I gotta try that. That'll be too cool. You know what I like doing when I played? I used to play. I was addicted to it. It was called Sim City. I love playing COD. I did. You'd get. Let me tell you, if you're a real sim player, okay, let me tell you this. If you're a real sim player, you will know what I'm talking about. It's called the Rosebud, and it's called. This is the code. I think it is Rosebud. And where is that? There. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rosebud and this gave you instant money. Blah. I was like, woo, boy. Do you know what my son and I did? We had a thing going on. Who could be the most redneck? I had so much fun. I go, I'm gonna outdo you. Yep, that's right. Did my rosebud thing and came up. All this money was coming in. Then I went and shopping. Oh, yeah. I bought toilets for the outside, like with, a cover up. And then you have outhouses, toilets, outhouses. And then you have, if it's a July time, you have to have all your Christmas lights out. Be ahead of the time, be ahead of the thing. Oh, yeah, and a bunch of old cars in the front. And then I put a toilet by like a urinal in the front yard. Yeah, I did all kinds of stuff on there. I had a blast. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I had such a blast just, you know, I got addicted to it. And one day that the computer was gone, and I was like, damn, my Sims are gone. Fuck, I gotta do other stuff. Yeah, they took the computer off. I loved it too much. Uh, uh, it was everybody I knew was playing it, including me. I knew this. The money. Oh, I loved it. My son comes home, hey, mom, don't worry about doing any more work. I got a cheat code. I'm like, woo, so let's put it in. Hey, let's go shopping. And you can get all kinds of with that cheat code because you can get like gazillion dollars or whatever. So you go, you can buy this stuff that's really expensive that you couldn't afford in The Sims otherwise. My son was good at that. I think he had some tycoon game my dad got him years ago. Yeah. My son, he was like, I said, well, let me put it together. He goes, no, I'll put it together. So he puts the fucker together and he was like 10. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I've been using these for a bit. I cleaned my room and found one. I was like, woohoo. I'm using the sour apple ice. Yeah, it's really good. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. It tastes pretty good. Not a complaint. Yeah. The only thing I can really complain about sometimes when you vape is it does make your mouth a little more dry. Maybe, yeah. I used to make my own vapes. I still have the stuff to make it. I just, and the flavoring. My son is just, talking with his friend in the hallway. Yeah, so I enjoy getting the vapes and stuff, but they have these new ones. It's just like gives you energy or whatever, and you can like put it through your nose. It's not like you can go, "Hey, I'm trying this." I just put it in my nose. You want to try one? But it's supposed to be better than vape. Yeah, they have that. Well, you're not in my area, but yeah, you can check what I'm thinking you can check. I never looked on the name brand Fogger where you could find them, but yeah, that's a good one. I'm not complaining. Oh God. So yeah, pretty much, it's I really enjoyed everything tonight, but yeah. Well, we still have two people. Yeah. I think they should bring a lot of the old video games back that they had before. The driving ones, yeah, they should incorporate like yeah. I went and got I love my driving ones too. And I got it, yeah, because they took me off of Sims. I had to get another one, okay? So this time I get one and I say to my dad, fix it. Okay. So he goes in my backyard and gets all the things so I can have my driving experience. Because my dad's hey, move over, I get to use it. So when he fixed it, he spent the whole 2 hours driving and yeah, that's pretty good. How much you spend? And I'm like, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, I saved up some money for this, so it was mine. And then I lost it. But when some people were not there, I got to use it. and I enjoyed it very much. And I love the driving games where you actually, not where you drive with a little joystick, drive with a car and brakes and, like a car. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got one of the I had one. It's out of date. It's been gone a long time, but it was rigged up. I asked my dad because most of them, if you try to use them, you need something like to hold it down, like a weight, the anchor. And I'm like, those things are kind of alike. Dad, you thinking what I'm thinking is, yeah, you got some wood back there? I go, yeah. And he goes, okay. He went out there, measured it. He comes in. There you go. Because they had holes to put it, anchor it. So it wasn't a no brainer. He was, then all you do is you put the things that need to be anchored on the thing. So he had that too. Done. And there it was. It was great. I drove better than some other people. My son was hard to beat. I bet. Oh, and you can cheat too. I love that game. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just bought a bunch of oil. Yeah, those are the fun games. Oh, and then the one where you can run people over and you got a cheat code where you can fly all over, and it's like they had it in California and stuff, and that was another one. It was my favorite one I used to play. But yeah, Gran Turismo or it was something meant for like LA area, and it was a really fun game. And you can just drive a car around, drive over on people. Grand Theft Auto, yeah. Oh man. Oh, I went to go buy it, and I'm thinking I'm going to buy it for my son, but when he's at school, yeah. Hey mom, your name? Yeah, that's my name. I bought the fucking game. I'm going to play it. They told me, ma'am, I go, I hope it got a lot of good bloody scenes. I want to get my money's worth. The guy looked and he bags it up and just hands it to me. Yeah, they were telling everybody, be real careful when you play Gran Turismo. It might make you think that you hurt other things. It's Gran Turismo. Come on, you run over people. That's the fun thing. We used to count how many people we ran over. They should have Gran Turismo where you have the seat feels like you're running over people. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah. You get six people. Vroom, 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 vroom. Hi, do you want to feel the real feeling of Gran Turismo? I mean, of Grand Theft Auto? Don't worry about running over the people. You now can feel it. So, and feel the bone crushing. Yeah, I think that's what they should do. I think Grand Theft Auto should be brought out again with a special chair that vibrates every time you run over people. And if you get like say for like 3 grand, you can get the whole thing, and it looks like you could bodies slamming on your windshield or whatever. You get like the deluxe package. It's fake. They made a big deal when I went to buy it. And they're all like, yeah, did you know it's rated R? And I go, rough and raunchy right there for me. I'm like, give it to me. I want it all rough and raunchy. Come on. My son, he says it didn't bother him. He's sitting there grinning. That's my mom. Yeah, yeah. His friends are, hey, my mom, look what she's getting. Yeah, you're getting Teletubbies. I didn't think it was no big deal. You're looking at a person who played drinking games with her dad. His favorite one was Russian night. I didn't drive home for reasons that you can figure out on your own. Russian night was his favorite vodka, the cheapest stuff he bought in vodka land. Yeah, they do have it. Look it up. And yeah, he even had a channel that was strictly Russian because he was learning Russian at that time and he engrosses himself in his Russian. Would you quit it? He's chasing something. Anyway, yeah. So we played every time. See, all of the 90, mid 90s, early 2000 Russian movies, everybody died. You got a romance, they all died. So every time somebody dies in a Russian movie, in my dad's house on a Friday or Saturday night, you were going, I had to quit in the middle of the movie. I said, "You win, Dad. I can't do that." But that's what we used to play that game. It was quite the fun thing. It was my dad's way of saying, "Hey, Steph, come over, get away from that person and take a break." And he would cook for me. We would reminisce, and it was nice to not worry about taking care of the kids because they were with me and he was being grandpa, So those are, the good memories. Well, yeah, that was my dad's fun thing. Kids were asleep. They're all tuckered out from swimming in the pool all day. And my dad and I would be playing the game. It was hilarious as all can be. And sometimes I would even leave the kids with, what's his name? Because they had this one party I was asked not to come. And I'm like, really? Who did I piss off this month? Hey, I think I pissed off somebody in there. We would argue about religion. It hit like a soft note in me, and I would say something and piss them off. And there I was getting a good time with dad, and we were making jokes. What'd you say? And I'd tell him. Yeah. My church told me that Harry Potter was the devil. I went out that night and bought it and said, I'm sinning. I'm buying Harry Potter. Oh, I started to go to church with it, read it in the pews. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people didn't they didn't want me to come back. I didn't care. I ended up moving like 2 months later. Not 2 months, it was a bit later. But yeah. Yeah, I lost my house, so I had to move on. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel lucky that I grew up when I did, you know? I got to see a lot of great things. I mean, my dad was both my parents in a sense. I grew up realizing, how hard, my dad had it and his he did the best he could. And I told him, you did the best you could. You can't just it just is what it is, and I accept that. And I told him that. I told both my parents how much I loved them, how much I cared for them, and if they felt that I need to forgive them, I'll forgive them for everything 1,000 times over because I love them. It's the whole thing why we're here. And my dad said, "You have been, as an adult, one of my best friends," and that was the best compliment from my dad to come from. He said, "You got your shit more together than." I go, "I know." We don't need to mention senior psychopath. My cat's here and he's been making a mess on here. Quit it. So anyway, yeah, it's sad, but yeah. Back again. No, you leave Harry Potter alone. Yeah, you eyeballing him since yesterday. He's been on there before Christmas. I miss a lot of the games and stuff, but I used to, it was just fun. I never worried about having a phone on me or, you would go and you bike ride until the sun started going down, you head home. There's no excuses. You go home when the sun goes down or you get your ass whooped. And that's happened a couple times. And I didn't forget about that, and I made sure I made it home. Oh, yeah. I got to pick my own switch, and if it wasn't good enough, yeah, you didn't want to go there. Grandpa used his belt, and he didn't like to use it. He goes, "I don't like to hurt you." You know? So, yeah. Oh, well, right now, I don't, I've been kind of broke. I haven't had any money unless it's free. So I'll probably do the sorrow thing, later on, when I have some time. But yeah, I miss The Sims though. I had the white trash decorating. I went all out. Even the Santa, the one with the sleigh on top, it's July and I'm doing that. Got to do that Christmas stuff in July because they already have it out since November of last year. I used to play my aunt with me thinking, oh, Atari, it came in. Woohoo! Oh boy, let me go. And Aunt Karen said, what do you think? You think Kim would like this? Sitting home? I go, I don't know, Aunt Karen. That's kind of spendy. That's, back in the day, that was 200. I remember it was like 265 bucks. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I might be good at it, but I don't know if Uncle Ken will be. So we're playing in there, and he's English. And I figured out a way to cheat. And Uncle Ken don't like cheaters. Oh, who can? Redemption. Okay. Have a good work day. Anyway, I I've always been able to sometimes get in trouble without. But yeah, my my family was pretty strict when it came to certain things. Uh, and coming home on time was a reasonable thing because you didn't have a phone. It wasn't like I'm on my way. I got held up. They had an accident down the way. One time they had an accident, and my dad and mom decided to bring out the Ouija board. And they got an answer who it was. So they started writing it out, all the information and stuff. And they're telling me this. They're with the candle and they're moving the Ouija board. And then, it's quits. And he goes, okay, we're going to close this. They close it off and they have all this information written. They go to bed and they wake up. All that information was right. Everything in the paper mirrored pretty much what he said, how old he was, blah, blah, blah. I was like freaking. My dad's like, oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. My mom was into the Ouija board. One time my dad threw the Ouija board at her and said, go and take that and go and get another boyfriend. Yeah, it was her pills. And it just drove my dad. He didn't know what to do. He felt like a single parent. When they divorced, my dad got me. So we moved to Michigan. And my mom was in jail for 12 years for federal fraud, food stamp fraud. 12 years. Yep. So my dad brought me up. I was brought up by a man. Yep. So, well, anyway, I'm going to be going, John. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of pooped. So you have, see you next time. Thanks for moderating. I really appreciate this. It's nice. Have a good one. All right. Bye. Everybody, I love you. Good night.